Talking about this thing.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Stallions ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So BYU's offense will have the football first. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
He's got his man. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougars. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stallions offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Stallions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put.
Pulls it in on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quicker.
And you know you're athletic when you describe the power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quick strike complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Stallions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease to the left. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Patterson. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over LSU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Patterson. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running the read option to the left. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the left side. Open space at the 25. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw. It's Patterson. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down and bound.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Fine.
He is sacked way behind the line line of scrimmage, just a catastrophic play there. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He unleashes a long one. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Patterson. Grab near the marker. It's Hagan. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Stallions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, the ground game. Creates a little room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Grimes. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Robertson. Jumped on top of the pile.
When we get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Lets it fly. Complete downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Stallions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Patterson. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. The 20. Touchdown, BYU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 25 over New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Stallions send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To throw, it's Patterson. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run,
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire! And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield. It's Ward. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Grimes. Here comes the Heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Final play of the quarter coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. It's caught. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So First down will open up the final period. Running behind that left side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Patterson. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
This is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougars.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Can they catch it? You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Looking to the end zone. Complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And This always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Back to the ground game on the left. Hard running there. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work. Kick is in the air. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here we go. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And I'm a fan of this, man. run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Patterson. Gets it out quickly. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very